What a pleasure to meet our guest today at the top of the tower. He's an actor whose talent has taken him from the icy intrigue of Game of Thrones to the high-octane world of John Wick, and now into a brand new TV show, which I'm really keen to chat about. It's called Atomic, and he's Alfie Allen. Alfie, what a pleasure to see you.
Hello, Ryan. How you doing, mate?
I'm great, thank you. We should begin first and foremost by saying hello to Warren.
Oh, yes.
Let's get that out of the way.
Warren is a big fan of your show, so I just wanted to say hi.
Tell me about Warren.
Warren is a good friend of mine who, he's one, a big fan of your show, and two, somebody who I actually kind of, for the voice of the character Max that I play in Atomic, is somebody I kind of
serious?
modelled it from. Yes,
in terms of the physical voice or the intellectual voice?
The physical voice, yeah.
Okay.
So he's somebody who I see quite often, and I just wanted to give him a shout out.
Okay, it's good to see you. It's so funny. I interview people who have certain representations on the screen, and it we were only talking about this earlier on about Cillian Murphy in a different context, going, you never know what they're going to be like when they come through the door.
Right.
And you came in, I was expecting something a little quieter, I'll be honest.
Right.
I know, and something a little more introverted nearly, but you bounced in
right.
full of the joy. It happened with Mark Bonner recently when he came in. I was going, I thought you were going to be a really despicable person.
That's funny.
So you're so good at what you do.
No, do you know what? I remember meeting a few actors who kind of sort of play these roles so kind of different to what they really are. Liam Cunningham being one of them.
Your Game of Thrones co-star.
Exactly.
So tell me about Liam.
Liam's just great.
Great
he's
fella.
the same. Yeah, he's just full of beans, just full of life. He plays these very
brooding.
Yes.
Dubliner.
Exactly.
We're going for a few points, lads.
Yeah. He loves it.
He loves the points.
He loves it. No, I don't know about loving the points, but he's just a lovely man.
He's a lovely man. Yeah, this is good. Hey, the Dublin is strong in this one.
Come on.
Yeah, but you like Liam, man.
I love him.
We'll talk about that in a sec. But let's get down to business and talk about Atomic, because you're playing Max in Atomic, and what is the pitch to the viewers who haven't seen it yet, in the elevator, as it were?
So Atomic is a show written by Gregory Burke, and it's about two outlaws kind of plying their trade in the deserts of North Africa, and it's kind of like a buddy kind of action adventure, and we're kind of thrust in this kind of crazy situation together, and we are my job is transporting my product across the deserts of North Africa, and JJ, who is played by Shazad Latif, is also in the deserts of North Africa, and we kind of get tied into this situation of transporting some uranium across the deserts, and then we kind of embark on this crazy kind of, I think it's like 7 day adventure.
Yeah.
So
and it kicks off, because I was watching the first episode, and it's very very sandy, very kind of, I know it sounds strange, but some things, it's yellow in a, if a TV show was a colour.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay. No, it's beautifully shot. We had an amazing DOP called Azul Serra, and him and his team were incredible. When I sort of saw what was going on the monitors, it was really a pleasure to watch and be a part of and unfold.
And your character Max has this sort of chaotic but very likeable vibe to him, and I was kind of, because I once I was going, this is Mad Max, and I went, no, it's Kind Max.
I think there is a line in the show where JJ actually calls me, what do you think you are? You think you're Mad Max? Just travelling through the deserts.
Yeah.
But it's he kind of lives a kind of lonely existence,
I kind of like
guess.
him, though.
Yeah.
I mean, the way he rescued the photograph from the dashboard, I was going, there's heart in this guy.
He's a free-spirited kind of, he's all about kind of love and being the kind of situation that he's in, working for these, being an employee of these of the cartel, basically. He is not about what they do. He's just a driver. He makes that quite clear. I'm just a driver. I'm just here to make a living. So,
but he seems like a good egg, as
you say. He is. It was a real pleasure playing him. I just enjoyed the shoot so much, and shooting out in Morocco.
I was going to say, amazing. Morocco seems to be a very attractive. Didn't they do Gladiator there? It seems to be an attractive place for.
Yeah, among other places. Yeah, I think they definitely, a lot of stuff shoots out there, and I did a show there like 3 or 4 years ago, called SAS Rogue Heroes, and that was similar. I just love shooting out there. It was great.
You know, when you think that this was Atomic is based on is it a non-fiction book? Is that right?
Yeah, the Atomic Bazaar. Yeah, it's
Atomic
kind of
Bazaar,
about the nuclear. What would happen if a nuclear weapon kind of gets into the wrong hands, and I didn't delve too much into that book in terms of research, just because my character is the driver. You know what I mean?
No need to complicate matters.
Yeah, no, I just did a lot of driving while I was out there. I love driving myself. Yeah, so I kind of got to have this kind of pickup truck, which is where me and JJ spend most of the time, sort of traveling in that car.
Yeah.
And so I was just it was like a 2-wheel drive pickup truck, so it was really fun, just kind of like, you know,
were you being like a boy?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. As soon as I got there, it was just loads of that, and then even while we were shooting it, they kind of the stunt drivers kind of allowed me to take the wheel a lot.
Yeah,
which
that's
was
great. I mean, when I think about your career and how you can bounce from stage to stunt driving, or like driving through Morocco.
Yeah.
Because you'd finished in, is it the Dunmar Theatre?
Yeah,
not long before.
Yeah, I did a play called Dealer's Choice. At the Donmar Theatre by Patrick Marber, which was just an amazing experience with a director called Matthew Dunster, who I love. Shout out to Matthew Dunster. And an amazing cast. Yeah, we had Brendan Coyle,
great,
Hamid
lovely fella too.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah. And Daniel LePayne and Casper Hilton Heller and Theo Barkland Biggs. So it was great. It was all about kind of these men working in a restaurant, and they're all kind of gearing towards trying to play this game of poker, because it's all about it's all about this game of poker that they love playing in the evenings when the shift's done. So they're literally just trying to get people out of the restaurant, and then they can play
get
poker
down to business and
exactly,
and all the fun stuff. But what sort of adrenaline kick do you get from stage that you don't get from TV, or is it the live of stage that is so exciting?
It's just unpredictable. Yeah, it's unpredictable. Like even with this run, sometimes when you do matinee performances, you feel like you're kind of dragging your heels to those performances, because it's like, okay, we've got 2 in one day. But with this, some of the matinees were some of the best shows I think we did, which I've never experienced.
Yeah, why was that? What happened?
I don't know.
Just a different vibe on the crew.
It was really strange. But I love doing stage. But then, I don't really have a preference to one or the other. It just depends kind of where I'm at in my head at that time, and also it's about the people you're doing it with.
Yes,
so
because you worked with wasn't it Martin McDonagh?
Yes, on Hangmen.
Hangmen, which you were nominated for a Tony for.
I was.
Congratulations.
Thanks for pointing that out.
No, but listen,
I mean it.
It's like, if I don't do it, your friends aren't going to do it. Warren's not going to do it. He doesn't want to get you above your station. Like, he loves you and all, but but you were. This is a great thing. Martin McDonagh. He must be. I just get the sense from people I've interviewed down through the years that he is a joy to act out or act for. Is that right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I didn't realise, when I got to the rehearsal space, Martin was just there with us all the time, and him and Matthew are very close, and so to kind of just be trusted with that kind of material. It was a play that I saw I saw with Johnny Flynn and Dave Morrissey, and immediately I was just like, that is something I would love to have a go at.
Because I know he gets mentioned in the play along the way, but weirdly Albert Pierrepoint was he was the hired hand to come over hang people in Ireland like that. That's good. If in doubt, get Pierrepoint out. And that's what that play is. It's kind of roughly about.
Yeah. It's a comedy about the death penalty.
No,
really. So
of course
but it was just a very good company of people to be doing it with, and I enjoyed it immensely.
Yeah, Charlie Murphy was in the Lieutenant of Inishmore when I went to see her on the West End with Aidan Turner. Yeah, and that's another McDonagh play, right? So I think you guys just have fun. Yeah, with you're starring with Charlie soon, aren't you?
Charlie's in Atomic, and we also did another show together just previous called Safe Harbour, and she's great. Love Charlie to bits.
Great fun. Our guest at the top of the tower is the great Alfie Allen, and we're talking about Atomic, his new show, which is going to be on Sky next week, as I understand it.
Yes, 28th. 28th,
which is brilliant. We had a good old chat about that. In Game of Thrones, did you film much in Ireland?
Yes, all my stuff was basically in Ireland. Towards the end, we were in Spain, but most of the time, yes, it was all in Ireland.
Belfast.
Belfast. Anything you see interior in Game of Thrones is 99% shot in Ireland.
Yeah, you've said about Theon Greyjoy that you had to give a lot of yourself to that, because
Yeah.
you were, it just for people who didn't see it, to both of you, it was it was a phenomenally exhausting looking as a viewer of it piece of acting for you.
Yeah, it was for the first 2 seasons I was kind of there and thereabouts with most of the other cast members, and then also it was great being able to kind of have crossovers with other cast members, because it hadn't quite, the scheduling and stuff, they hadn't really quite got used to as a company yet. And then 3rd season, I was kind of more isolated from everyone else in the show. So, but it was definitely challenging. I'm not sure I'll ever feel like that playing a part again. Yeah. But yeah, it was great. It was a great experience.
And it was remarkable, and you were excellent, to say the least. And I really mean it. I'm sure you get this all the time, and I hope you do, that people say it was knockout.
Warren's never said it.
No, do you know what? This is what I don't like about Warren. I appreciate that he listens and he's your mate, but the lack of love that he gives you as a friend, he just can't bring himself to doing it.
I love that we're talking about it. It's great. It's so good.
So Warren's out going, I always tell you. They're discussing me now. Well, Warren, if you were big enough and man enough, you'd have shown up today as well.
So funny.
And we could have put him on with us.
Hilarious.
Poor old Warren, he's getting an awful deal today. So let's talk a little bit about your father was. Sorry, were you in Comic Strip Presents as a baby?
I was, yeah. Okay. I was, yeah. I was in it, and my dad was in it. Yeah.
Keith Allen.
Yeah.
And Lily Allen is your sister.
Yeah.
And when I talked to Donald Gleeson and Brian Gleeson about Brendan Gleeson as the Gleeson brothers and
of course. Brian Gleeson's in Atomic.
Oh God! I didn't see that.
He plays one of the CIA operatives. Yeah.
Amazing, because he was only sitting in that chair a few months ago.
No way.
Because he's in the Brightening Air. He was in the National, one of the theatres.
Right. Yes. I saw him do. I only watched Bad Sisters quite recently, and he's
doing fine.
Yeah.
So the reason I bring him up is that when you talk to people who've got famous brothers, sisters, mums, dads, there's always a moment for the interviewer and the interview where there's a kind of like, you gonna ask me that? And they're going, yeah, well, I suppose we have to, because so what I'll do is I'll do a slightly meta question, is going, how annoying is that question, or do you hate it, or because I'm not going to dwell on it, but I'm I'm just mentioning it briefly.
No, I don't mind it at all. In fact, I went to see Lily's play. She's playing Hedda Gabler at the Bath Theatre, or the Ustinov Studios in Bath Theatre, and I went to see her in it the other night.
How was it?
She was amazing.
Great.
She was great. So that was really, really lovely. But yeah, it's not annoying at all. It's
You're proud.
Yeah, I'm proud.
Yeah, why wouldn't you be? Yeah. Let me ask you about what you're reading or looking at the moment. Are you a reader?
I was reading. So annoying. I do this a lot. Is that I lost the book on the plane.
Which one?
I know. It was called. It's called Barking to the Choir, and it's by a guy called Gregory Boyle. And it's all about his experiences with. It's like an organisation that helps people in LA called Homeboy Industries. Yeah. And it's all about his experiences with these kids. So that was kind of cool. Next book I've got, which is also another book I lost ages ago, but I'm trying to pick it up again, was it's about the Opium War.
Okay, great.
In China.
In China?
So yeah, it's more of a historical book. So that's something I'm trying to get into, because I forced myself into like reading it. It's very factual, so it was like really trying to get into it, and then I did, and then I lost it, which is annoying. But, this
is a theme in your life, picking up really good books and then walking away from. I'm going to write one down for you for a recommendation for later on. It's a factual book. I always recommend it. It's not prohibitively large, but it's a cracking read.
Okay, nice.
He wrote The Killers of Flower Moon, but I think this is a much better book called
nice.
The Wager. Yeah.
Nice.
It's terrific. So that'll be your homework for the next time.
Yeah.
And movies wise, what did I went to see Weapons yesterday?
I watched that as well.
Oh, come on,
it was brilliant.
How was it?
I loved it. I really loved it. I thought the music was brilliant, and everyone in it was fantastic.
What was it? What is it?
It's an original movie.
It's an original movie,
which is great. So it was Julia Garner was great, Josh Brolin was great, Benedict Wong great. So it was. I really, really, really enjoyed it. And then I'm not really a big horror fan, but
Same.
That was great. And then I watched a movie called Bring Her Back, which is
I heard that's really good. That's heavy. Yeah. See, the Weapons were kind of funny and goofy.
Yes, exactly.
And because you kind of got shocked, and then about a third of the way in, I went, oh, they're having fun.
Yeah.
You know, so it stopped.
Yeah.
But the other one you've just mentioned sounds pretty.
Well, Sally Hawkins
Sally
is
Hawkins.
kind of, she's the lead in it, and she was you just cannot not like Sally Hawkins. You know what I mean? But she's playing this part where it's dark. It's
creepy as hell.
It is, but it's great. It's really good.
Atomic, meanwhile, and more importantly, with Charlie Murphy, Brian Gleeson, and of course Alfie Allen and others, is the show of the day, and that's what we're talking about. It comes with a golden recommendation from me. If that means anything to you, honestly, I loved the first episode. I can't wait to watch the rest of it. Really enjoyed your company today. Sorry you didn't bring Warren with you. Maybe next time. There's a chair there for him anyway.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good to see you.
You too.
Thank you,
You
Alfie.
too.